Here there is a trap. What has happened in India that power has remained a concurrent subject. It is looked after by the center, it is looked after by state also. In a conventional power model, it went very good. There is NTPC, Nuclear Power Corporation, many multi-state beneficiary projects. They are acting at national level and the buyer of that power is a state. And state is also blessed with their own power plant, their own hydro project, their own thermal set. In renewable, what has happened till the date, that only state were doing the job. It was doing in isolation. So center came in picture. But center could not establish the multi-state beneficiary power project. So in way back to 2016, the CRC came with the interstate renewable energy framework, for which the eligible generation was 0 megawatt throughout the country. And the state which is having, say Gujarat was having 4,000 megawatt renewable, Tamil Nadu 8,000 megawatt renewable. No regulation for that. So where electricity is there, there is no rule. Where no electricity is there, the rules are there. The draft was there and remained till date. Even in Gujarat, my new regulation will be in service by 1st August 2019. So we are thinking something very wise, but we also don't want to touch the current scenario. I want to do some superficial work. So that way things will not work. So this trap has to be addressed very properly. And apart from that, we have been telling to every platform, say the state which is having rich in terms of renewable impact, it should transfer some renewable energy to other part of the country. So transmission network has been planned. But today the regulation says that whatever deviation of this renewable, suppose in a Gujarat, I have a 2000 megawatt renewable project, power is being sold to the Odisha. But any variation of this power will be absorbed by the Gujarat only. So it's wrong. It's wrong. If the beneficiary of the power is Odisha, it should be back-to-back accounted and settled there. So today we have very precise metering system. We have expert IT-based, ERP-based solution for the energy accounting. So it's not impossible to do the accounting properly, but wish list is not there. People don't look with a broader vision. They says if this plant connected on a central transmission network, then only you can consider like this. Sir, now the cost of project is about 50 crore rupees. To lay the line to the nearby central transmission project is 100 crore rupees. So are we justifying the renewable like this? Say your core theme is to harness the renewable. So 50 crore project is okay. But now to apply some rule, if we change the rule, he has not to invest 100 crore. But to use that rule, he has to invest further 100 crore. So the rules are prepared in isolation in a glass chamber. They have never gone to the field. They have never interacted with the state. And there is a lot of gap between the state planning and central planning. And ultimately what happens? The wish list, the target of renewable, we are not able to achieve. Or we are trying to justify that, okay, we signed the PPA, we signed the awarded, or we award the bid. But what about the physical electricity being flown from such RE project for which we have thought of? So there is a huge gap between the center and state level planning, and that need to be corrected. The establishment of high capacity corridor between the RE rich state to the other part of the country, which was entrusted to Power Grid, and Power Grid has commissioned most of those highways. Now each state has to attach their network with that, and the renewable project power will transfer in that. So the establishment of infrastructure to transfer the power has been established. But still we have not thought, say, we have an NTPC which established 50,000 megawatt of power plant. But not a single government company today established a 1000 megawatt renewable project. We simply throw on the bidders, investors. So I fail to understand why such a mismatch in the model of power. Ultimately, if it is a power model, it should be homogeneous. It should be synchronous. So there is a gap. And what happens when many people in a basket, the common interest will be lost. So some people prefer to pay penalty instead of giving the forecast. Sir, I am very good driver. I can drive the car without brake. But do I permit it by RTO? Whether it is safe to the public? No. So people say, what is wrong if they pay the penalty? Sir, we are not sitting here to get penalty from anybody. We are here, the planners, operators are here to have a long, sustainable, seamless integration of huge RE into the grid and to leave a less carbon footprint for our next generation and generation thereafter. By doing so, if anything is wrong, it has to be corrected properly.